Can I see my phone for a minute? I need to do something.
Yes. Okay, that's over.
Yeah, I just need to sign in. See what my sign in is for Zoom. When I have it back.
Just one.
You don't?
Good evening and welcome, Julie. I'm Shobha Swami, and I'm certified in plant-based nutrition through the T. Colin Campbell Center for Nutrition Studies out of Cornell University. And I have a certification in from an organization called PCRM, Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine. And that is based out of Washington, D.C. It's a not-for-profit organization spreading the news about food as medicine and spreading the news about building communities. So I am partnered with Dr. Murthy to provide to you how we can make lifestyle changes to affect our health outcomes, to live active, vibrant lives. Who doesn't want to do that? We should be able to climb stairs up into our 80s and 90s. We should be active, vibrant, have balance, have endurance, have strength, and lead healthy lives. So, we have noticed that the general American population, the health has been deteriorating, and it's stated by CDC that we are going to live shorter and shorter lives compared to our parents and grandparents. In fact, our kids are going to lead shorter lives than their grandparents and great grandparents as well. So, for the sake of our kids, the sake of our health, the sake of that of the community, we really need to pay attention to our lifestyle and what it's become today. So, today we're going to talk about nutrition essentials, the power of plants. And as I said, I'm certified as a Food for Life instructor through an organization called PCRM, Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine. And I have a certificate in plant based nutrition as well from the T. Colin Campbell Center for Nutrition Studies, E. Cornell. So, as always, we have a disclaimer that states that you'll have to seek advice of a medical professional for any of your health conditions, and the fact that um, this presentation is going to solely focus on food and cannot be substituted as professional medical advice. So, just to get warmed up, I have a couple of questions here that we can check if you know the answer for. Genetics control what diseases we develop. Is this a true statement or false?
False.
False, genetics don't control.
Well, they do some, but not all.
So, what percentage do you think, Julie, that they control?
Diabetes.
Mm-hmm. So, do
Um,
you have a 50% chance if your parents had diabetes, or father or mother or grandmother, grandfather? How much chance do you think you have of developing diabetes?
Probably 50. My
50
dad
50.
had it, my mom didn't. So I have a 50-50 chance.
Let's take a look. You're right, it's false. Genes are only responsible for 2 to 3% of health concerns. A genetic factor, a hereditary factor, only 2 to 3%. All the rest, what is it? Diet and lifestyle. They are the primary determinants of disease. And then let's take a look. What is the chronic disease outcomes? How much of it is food and how much of it is everything else? What do you think? Which one is 15 to
80
20?
to 80 to 85 is food.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Wow. Awesome. Yeah, there you go. It's the food. And the 15 to 20% is all other factors, such as hereditary factors, environmental factors, physical health, that is exercise, mental health and well being, stresses that we put ourselves through, mental and physical, and all other factors combined. And let's take a look at the current state of health in the United States. And this pretty much mimics the rest of the world as well. So, what are chronic diseases? Let's take the definition of chronic disease. A chronic disease is one that is a long term disease, which means if you get it, something like um, um, diabetes or high blood pressure or high blood sugar, if you get it, how long will it last? Long term diseases, these are for 30, 40, 50 years. And this is largely preventable and largely reversible as well. So that's the state of chronic diseases. And what are these? Heart disease, the number one leading cause of death in the United States is heart disease. Following a close second is cancer. Following that is diabetes. Diabetes and heart disease, very high correlation. Obesity and diabetes, very high correlation. Obesity and cancer, very high correlation. Obesity and heart disease, very high correlation. Stroke and heart disease, very high correlation. And stroke and obesity, very high correlation. So, Alzheimer's, these are all the diseases that we're seeing that are affecting younger and younger populations. There are some people who get Alzheimer's in their 40s and 50s itself. Kidney disease, respiratory diseases. These are all called chronic diseases, and these chronic disease means they're long term and also means that they are largely preventable for those of us who don't have it and also reversible for those of us who do have it. So let's take a look at cardiovascular disease. Cardiovascular disease is a disease of the blood vessels from head to toe, but it really concerns us with regards to the heart. So when the blood vessels that lead to the heart get clogged or blocked, it results in a heart attack. When the blood vessels that lead to the brain get blocked or clogged, it results in a stroke, two sides of the same coin. But it behooves us to look at what is it that is causing this blockage. Similar to the plumbing, the pipes in the kitchen. If we keep pouring grease, oil, um, you know, rice or anything that clogs up the pipes in the kitchen, what's going to happen? It's going to get blocked up. We have to call a plumber to get it cleaned. And once we get it cleaned, would we do the same thing again? No. Similarly, when these blood vessels called arteries get blocked up and clogged up, we have to do preventive. And if it is clogged up or blocked up, we can even reverse it. It's 98% reversible. What would you do? You would stop putting things in your body similar to the kitchen sink and the pipes, that which causes blockage. If oil, grease, other things that cause blockage, we put it down the drain or the garbage disposal, it's going to clog up pretty soon. Similarly, we find out what is it that builds up this plaque? What is plaque made of? Plaque is 100% made up of the foods that we eat. And what kind of foods that we eat cause this plaque to form? So today we're going to look at foods that promote health and foods that promote blockage or harm to our bodies. And the same thing goes for our brain, same thing goes for all the blood vessels in the brain, all the different diseases of the blood vessels in the brain and all across our body from head to toe. So the leftmost corner shows blood vessels that are squeaky clean in young babies as we are born. Slowly but surely, every 10 to 20 years, maybe when you're 20 years old, small streaks begin to appear. Then when you're 30, then your 40s and 50s, then your 60s and 70s. By then you have bigger blockage, and sometimes this blockage ruptures. Is filled with pus and blood, and when this blockage ruptures, it blocks the blood flow totally, either to the heart or to the brain, any one of this resulting in a heart attack or a stroke. This is exactly the mechanism of high blood pressure, blockage, all of this. So this plaque, as I told you, is made up of mainly fat and cholesterol. It's a combination of the two. And what are the foods that have fat and cholesterol? Because they have smaller amounts of other substances, and over time plaque hardens and narrows our arteries. Studies in the US have shown that as young as 11 years old, children as young as 11 years old are beginning to show signs of white streaks or atherosclerotic plaque or beginning signs of heart disease in their arteries. And what are the foods that contain fat and cholesterol? Let's take a look at cholesterol before we look into the foods. Cholesterol is produced in our bodies, and our human bodies produce cholesterol that is necessary for our bodies. It's an absolute necessary, and our body regulates, just like all other hormones, how much it needs and how much is in excess and how much of the excess it needs to get rid of. It keeps a tab on all of this. Our bodies produce cholesterol. Similarly, all other foods that we consume, all the animals produce cholesterol as well. Fishes, shrimp, all of these produce cholesterol. Pork, beef, chicken, turkey, all of these produce cholesterol. Eggs have cholesterol in them. Dairy, cheese, cottage cheese, milk, yogurt, ice cream, all of this has cholesterol. So basically, any animal product already has cholesterol in it. And our bodies also produce cholesterol. So when we consume these animal products that have cholesterol, it exceeds the load on our bodies of cholesterol. And one of the main reasons of why we get high cholesterol is the external factors of cholesterol that loads up our cholesterol load in our bodies. And the body is not able to get rid of it in a healthy fashion. So, avoiding these products that are made up of cholesterol is one way to go, and we'll take a look at it further. That's one thing to reduce your cholesterol, and so also heart disease, so also plaque buildup, and all of these things. So, let's take a look at high blood pressure or hypertension, leads to heart attack, neurological issues, retinopathy, headaches, migraines, blood vessel damage, renal failure, leading to kidney disease, all of these things. And what are the complications of diabetes? High blood sugar. This we looked at high blood pressure, now we are looking at high blood sugar. Gradually increasing weight, slowly rising blood sugar levels, higher doses of medication, heart disease, loss of energy, neuropathy, loss of eyesight, glaucoma, kidney failure, plethora, a host of other issues and diseases. So, what should we be doing? How should we adopt to a holistic lifestyle? And what is a holistic lifestyle? If we know that these are harmful for our bodies, what should we do? We eat whole food, plant based nutrition, which I'll cover more of in the coming slides. Stress management, learn to cope with what we're going through in our lives, what our families are going through, and be an observer as things happen to you. Be an observer, meditate, learn to take breathing classes or pranayama. Practice all these things on a daily basis. You'll reap the results of it down the road, 6 months down the road, a year down the road, years down the road. Restorative sleep. Make sure you get excellent sleep at night. Put away all the devices in another room. No TV in the room that you sleep. A lot of little things like this. Go at the same time every day to bed. Eat early. Don't eat late. Dinner. Social connections, these are very important. Relationships, connections, community building, all of this is very, very important. Physical activity like in exercise, walk, yoga, Pilates, any one of these. Do strength training exercises as we age with resistive bands, with small weights, and find a personal trainer near you. And if you, otherwise, there are many, many programs online offered by the YMCA and others. So enroll in one of this. And of course, avoidance of risky substances such as tobacco, alcohol, and many others. So, what should I do to stay healthy and vibrant? If this is the problem, if plaque buildup is the problem, if blood pressure is the problem, if the blood sugar is the problem, what should I do? How can I use food as medicine? We should be eating plant based. Why? We just explained that animal based products have cholesterol, and not only that, they have a plethora of other issues as we consume animal based products. So, avoiding them, begin one day at a time. Let's start with meatless Mondays, perhaps. One day we don't have meat, and instead we have, meatless Mondays. And I'll show you what all you can eat. So, what can you eat? The entire pyramid. Look at the bottom of the pyramid. Fruits and vegetables. Who doesn't like fruits? We all love. Buy lots of pineapples. Now you get lots of grapes, berries, apples, oranges are available in plenty and they're amazing. 3 to 4 servings every day. Vegetables, starchy and non-starchy vegetables. Potatoes are absolutely wonderful for you. So also sweet potatoes. Don't shy away from them. They're not the reason you're putting on weight. Cauliflower, cabbage, mushrooms, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, legumes, beans, lentils, black beans, kidney beans, pinto beans, garbanzo beans, so many different choices. Whole grains, brown rice, oats, whole wheat tortilla, quinoa, barley, whole grain bread, all of these. Leafy greens, consume leafy greens every single day. Kale, spinach, arugula, collard greens. Make a green smoothie. Make smoothie bowls for the kids and yourself and grandkids if you have. Whole nuts, small amounts. Eat 1 or 2 almonds a day, one walnut a day, not handfuls, not fistfuls. Avocado as well. Use avocado instead of butter. If you want to add something creamy to your diet, add avocado to your salads. Make an avocado dressing. So many different choices in this pyramid. Then the health benefits of eating this pyramid is healthier weight, lowering your blood pressure, lowering blood sugar, and lowering cholesterol as well. And many of these chronic diseases that we listed, we can keep them at bay. And so, like we mentioned, the blood sugars are maintained, kidney function is excellent. Then the risk of obesity, weight gain, diabetes, heart disease, dementia, and even certain forms of cancer. How do we get started on this? What does it take to get started on this? Is it too hard, too difficult, too expensive? What are all the thoughts that come to mind? Our plates should look like this, as colorful as the rainbow. Fruits and vegetables. Vegetables, all the colors of the rainbow. Try out new things that you've never tried before in the grocery store. Beans, lentils, whole beans like garbanzo, kidney beans, green mung beans, pinto beans, black eyed peas, so many different choices. Same with grains, whole grains, bread, pasta, whole grain pasta, corn, steel cut oats, brown rice, so many different choices of whole grains, quinoa, millets. So these are all the servings of how much you're going to eat per day, which we'll come back to in a bit. But what should we eat in terms of vegetables, starchy and non-starchy? Lots of potatoes and sweet potatoes, butternut squash, kombucha squash, so many different acorn squash, so many different things are available. Try it. Make a stew, make a soup, which is hearty, healthy, and looks vibrant, is colorful, and kids will ask for seconds and get so excited about this. So fruits are nature's candy. Fruits have fiber, vitamins, phytonutrients, antioxidants. Always have fruits for breakfast. You start your day with fruits. Have lots and lots of fruits. That makes up for the sweet tooth that we crave for. Eat bananas, eat apples, eat oranges, but eat the fruits that are in season. What's in sale at the grocery store are the foods that are in season. What should you do about proteins? Believe me, there is never such a thing in the entire whole world as deficiency of protein. It's never been found, other than alongside malnutrition, in which case there's deficiency of a lot of other things as well. So consume proteins in their whole form: beans, legumes, lentils. So many different choices, so many choices online as well to look these up. Grains, like I mentioned, whole grains, polenta, grits, brown rice, oats, oat groats, red rice, and black rice. So many different choices we have. Eat a fiber-rich diet. Fiber is your friend. FF. Keep BFF. Keep fiber in your mind at all times. Eat lots of vegetables, not just one vegetable. Eat lots of it, and different kinds of vegetables, a variety of vegetables, the colors of the rainbow. If you want to add something sweet to your salad, add grapes or kiwi, or cut up an orange or cut up a cutie. So many different choices. Roasted butternut squash tastes so amazing. Nowadays, you get in the grocery store already cut up vegetables. So it's amazing you can have all this amazing, yummy food. The same foods that you like so much, just learn to make healthier versions of the same thing. Like I said, start with just one day of the week, meatless Mondays perhaps. Choose whole grain instead of refined grains. Oats with berries will give you enough fiber for the entire day. And fiber is the one that helps us eliminate excess weight, excess cholesterol, excess hormones like estrogen and other things. All of these it lets us get rid of. So, what should we be eating? Whole foods, plant based, very minimally processed, because processed and ultra processed food is what is causing the health of our children to deteriorate. So, like I mentioned, stews, soups, casseroles, mac and cheese. But make sure you have your mac and cheese with a pile of steamed vegetables, broccoli, potatoes, sweet potatoes, squash. Add all of this. Make the cheese and add squash to it. So the color resembles the same thing as cheese. So we'll teach you all of these in these classes. If you stick with us and come along, we'd really appreciate it. So, like I said, all these different vegetables, parsley, cilantro, kale, spinach, eat lots of lentils, beans, and legumes. We can't emphasize enough how you need the whole colorful rainbow, the color palette. Eat everything. Eat lots of whole grains. For breakfast, you can have oatmeal. First, eat the fruit and then eat the oatmeal. You can make pancakes for the kids and grandkids and enjoy them, but make a healthier version of these pancakes without oil, dairy, eggs, and sugar. Eat lots of potatoes, but try to minimize on the sugar, on the oil. Buddha bowls or, nourish bowls. I had a workshop for this yesterday, just showed them how to do it. Cut up everything, make a wonderful salad, add a grain, add a kind of beans like a garbanzo or anything. Then make a wonderful sauce and pour it all over it and enjoy. Make the flavors that you so love and your family enjoys. The food should be tasty and delicious. Nobody's asking that we should be eating just steamed vegetables or roasted vegetables. Flavor them beautifully. Garlic powder, onion powder, pepper, salt, lemon, apple cider vinegar, balsamic vinegar. So many different choices. Sweeteners. Add dates, figs, raisins, apricots to your, you know, to any desserts that you're making. There are many, many choices in on the web. We'll point you to the right ones. Help make the choice. Eat all ethnic cuisines: Thai, Indian, Mexican, Italian, Chinese, everything. It's just amazing the foods that we can eat. Eating out, opt for pasta, but ask for an extra bowl of steamed vegetables or steamed broccoli on the side, or carrots and broccoli on the side, and add it to your dish. Eat only half the amount of pasta, but eat all your vegetables, and you take the other half of the pasta home. Then you do the same thing again at home. Steam up a whole bunch of vegetables, add it to the pasta, eat it. Pizza. When you order a pizza, double up on the veggies. Ask them to skip the cheese. It tastes absolutely wonderful. Your palate and your tongue requires only 3 weeks to make a huge change in your mental capacity and your craving for these foods, as well as change in your taste buds. Black bean burgers available everywhere in all grocery store, in restaurants everywhere. Try them. Avoid deep fried foods. Let food be your medicine. Eat the power plate. It's going to power you and empower you and build confidence. Once you lose a little bit of weight and get to your optimal weight, your knees are going to quit bothering. They're not going to pain anymore. Same with the ankles, same with the hips. So try all of this. Strength training is very important. Relationships are very important along with this. Try this for 21 days and you'll see greatly improved health results. Whole foods, plant based. These are all some of my flyers. I give personal consultation as well and introductory classes. This is like an intro class, and you learn how to make delicious, healthy meals. And then I have cooking workshops at my home here in Alpharetta. And then we have food as medicine. And here's my contact phone number and email address. If you want to take a screenshot of this, I can show you now or come back to it as well. Your review is important. We'll collect your review, at a later date, maybe, or I'll send it to Whitney and she can share it with you. These are all my
Yeah.
social media handles. Sorry.
Yeah, my phone is being used by a grandson at the moment. So,
Oh, okay. No worries. No worries at all. Yeah, we can send it by email as well to you. No worries.
thank you.
I'll have Whitney send out my details. Okay.
Okay, thank you. How much do you
And
cost to do one-on-one?
pardon.
How much does it cost to meet one-on-one?
For Dr. Murthy's clients, mm, I'll have to check with Dr. Murthy what he would, suggest, but it
Uh-huh.
shouldn't be too much. And I provide support, one-on-one support for months because I want you to flourish. I want you to embrace it. I want you to start a community there. So because of that, I really want to, spread the word in the community. So let me check with Dr. Murthy. Hmm.
Okay,
And I have special rates for, his clients. So once I discuss it with him, definitely I'll get back to you on that.
I'll get you on spot. Okay, thank you.
Hmm.
Just a minute. Go tell him to share.
So let me show you a video. Yeah, here. Or one small thing, maybe like a green smoothie or something. If you have any questions, feel free to ask as I look it up and pull up the video.
When you make a smoothie for breakfast in the morning, how much should you make, like the amount?
Anywhere from 8 to 16 ounces. You can even drink 24 ounces, 32 ounces.
Okay,
Start small because we don't know how your body is going to cope with it or react to it. So start small, 8 to 10 ounces.
and
And
do you put protein powder in it? Like
no,
plant-based protein powder?
nope, I'll show you just a minute. Let me show you
Okay.
this one, I think. Yeah, green smoothie. Okay, let's watch this together.
Okay.
Let me make sure that you can hear it because share computer sound. Yeah. Namaste. Welcome to Annapurna Holistic Lifestyle, where we make simple and delicious pan-based dishes. Today, we're going to showcase you a very simple recipe for a kale smoothie that's not only extremely nutritious but delicious as well. Kids will love this too and come back for seconds. Join me. Let's make this kale smoothie together. Start with a high-speed blender or any blender that you have. I'll be using a ripe banana that has spots on it and start with one whole banana. This adds a lot of sweetness to the smoothie that is liked by all. And then we'll be adding about half an apple. I've got 2 1/4 pieces here and then a cup of water as well to get things moving. And then about 3 nice tall sprigs of kale. Add everything to the blender. 1 tablespoon of chia seeds as well I have. You can add 1 or 2 tablespoons of chia seeds. That adds an amazing omega-3 content that either chia seeds impart or you can use flax seeds. Begin at the start blending very slowly and slowly increase the speed as we go along and bring it all together for a minute or two. So let's do a taste test. It's delicious and it's very tasty. It's got a good bit of sweetness to it. We can add blueberries, strawberries. Like I mentioned, you can use either chia seeds or flax seeds. Make it as flavorful as you like. You can even
Come
add
here.
frozen
pineapple or mangoes. And if
Hey,
you
tell
like
him to come
liqueurs,
see me.
use some ice in
You
the
made a
blender
smoothie.
to blend it all together and make a nice cold smoothie. Kale is loaded with calcium, and you get all your calcium needs for the day by consuming a smoothie like this. Just 3 leaves of kale, 1 banana, and half an apple. You get your needs for calcium as well as potassium from the bananas. So make this often, have this every day, and enjoy. You can substitute this for breakfast as well.
Share with them.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll send you the recipe for this.
I wrote it down. Could I put ice in it?
Yes, yes, please. Or you can
Okay.
even freeze your bananas. You know,
Oh,
when they
okay.
get too
Yeah.
spotty,
Yeah.
when they get too spotty, I usually freeze my bananas.
Okay.
And then once you put it with a little bit of water, the high-speed blenders, can
Right.
deep really well. Yeah, they do a good job. It's awesome. Yeah, so start with this for breakfast with lots of fruit, oats, all of this. Try to avoid sugars, but you can add fruits to your oatmeal. So try with just breakfast maybe, and then anything that you already have that's plant-based, things that you already make like a black bean soup or anything like that. Try it out and try for one day meatless Mondays, like I was suggesting. And then slowly you can incorporate more and more into your day, into your week.
Yep.
Start
I
there.
I was all vegan and then I kind of got off it at Christmas and I'm
It
having
happens.
trouble going back.
Yes, no worries. We are here and there's no worry, and we should not even be concerned that we fall off the wagon and other things. Just get back up, dust ourselves, and get going again.
Okay. Yeah, I had
And
my roommate talked into it because she has neuropathy.
yes, it'll help her greatly, greatly. Even maybe reverse it. I don't know, but maybe,
Hmm.
you know? So it's really very hope, gives a lot of hope for a lot of people once you try it. And once you make the commitment to try it and, practice it.
Yeah.
So try it often and let me know if you have any questions, want to convert any of your foods to healthier versions of it, reach out to me. And if you
Okay.
give me your phone number, I can just text you so that, you can start texting me.
Okay. I can give it to you.
Uh-huh.
734
734
260
260
4026.
4026. And I'll just say, hi, Julie.
Yep.
And I'll give you my name so you can save it. You can save it under Dr. Murthy.
Okay.
And then I'll say plant-based instructor, so you can save it like that.
Okay.
Awesome. I'm so glad you joined us. Bring your friends, bring your roommate.
Yes.
So we can form communities together. And that way it's easy for us to keep it going, when we have everybody else around us doing this, it makes it a
Right.
lot easier. So since you've already been exposed to it, in the future classes, we're going to cover more information about why we are doing this, why we should stick with this, and most important of all, recipes and demos,
Okay.
and then Q&As. Okay.
Yeah.
So have you watched the movie Forks Over Knives, Julie?
No. Forks
No,
over
I'll text
knives.
it to you. Yeah, documentary. Let me just text it to you.
Okay.
So for next week's class, please watch the movie Forks Over Knives.
What is it on? Or where can I
Uh,
find it? Or
I
just
don't know.
Google
It
it?
may be on YouTube itself.
Okay. I have to
Okay.
get my some reason my TV isn't working with YouTube, but my laptop I should be able to do it.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yes.
All
Okay.
right. Yep.
Awesome. Watch that movie. And you can even look up their website.
Okay.
Huh? So they have lots of beautiful recipes and everything. I think they have a free app as well. I'm not sure if it's free or not, but they have a Forks Over Knives app on the phone. But on the computer, you can see all you want. You can get all the recipes there.
Okay. What about nutritional yeast?
Yes, that's a substitute for cheese, but
Okay.
it's just a substitute for cheese. That's all it is.
Oh, okay. Okay, I got it. Okay.
It has a cheesy flavor, and so we use it to make cheese. We use it to sprinkle on, steamed broccoli or baked potato or something to eat it to add some flavor.
Oh, okay.
It's like an
Okay.
add-on, but the base of the food, you need to make something.
Okay. I don't really taste or smell. I haven't way before COVID happened.
Mm-hmm.
I just lost it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I tell Dr. Gokula that it's a precursor to Alzheimer's or Parkinson's, and he doesn't believe me, but he sent me to somebody that told me that. So my
Yeah.
mother had Alzheimer's.
Okay. And believe me, it's irreversible
Okay.
as well as preventable. More importantly, the more you eat plant-based, the better it'll be. And I'll explain all of that, the mechanism of Alzheimer's in my next class.
Okay. Yeah, my
Okay.
dad had a very deadly cancer,
Mhm.
kidney cancer, renal cell, and my mom had
Wow.
Alzheimer's. My dad's whole side of the family had cancers of some sort or major heart.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So our genes are stacked up, but we are the ones who, feed the cancer genes and make them express themselves. So if we eat this way, we can keep them at bay and reduce our risk of cancer. That's what. Reduce our
Yeah.
risk of everything, and cancer is included in that.
All right.
All right.
Yep. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank
Nice
you for
meeting
joining,
you.
Julie. I really
Yep.
appreciate it. Bring some friends along next time and look
Okay.
forward to seeing you next Thursday.
Okay.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you. Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Dr. Gokula says hi. He
Oh.
couldn't find the link to join. He said, next
Oh.
time I'll make sure I send it to him early. Class had started. So I said, it's
Yeah.
okay. He's traveling to the airport or something. I didn't want to
Oh.
bother him. But next
Okay.
time he'll join. He'll be here. Okay?
All right. Thank you.
Alrighty. Thank you.
Yep.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
If you have any questions, feel free to text me.
Okay. Thank you.
Good night. Bye bye.
Night. Bye-bye.